Good evening, parents. Welcome to our Back to School Night program. I am joined tonight by Mr. Diacetes and Mr. Estrada, our assistant principals here at the high school. As with everything else this year, we are presenting tonight in an entirely different format and are asking for your flexibility and patience as we continue to work through the start of the school year. Our plan tonight is to provide a brief review of the school year, including some of the changes that our students, faculty, and staff have been adjusting to. We will also share a slideshow tonight that includes contact information for all of our teachers. We certainly understand that having the opportunity to meet and touch base with your children's teachers is a key aspect of back to school night programs in the past. Unfortunately, we cannot replicate that part of the program under these restrictions and requirements currently in place. Parents are encouraged to contact teachers through email, a phone call, or even a Google Meet if you have any specific course or curriculum-related questions. At this time, things are progressing as positively as possible. The cooperation of our students, staff, and teachers inside and outside the building has been a primary reason for our success. My gratitude goes out to all of our students for their behavior and their positive approach to a difficult situation. I'd also like to thank our parents for their support and our faculty and staff for their efforts. It has not been easy, but together we are making it work. Outside of the building, our virtual students have been committed to the program, and with a few exceptions, are finding their way. Following the school day and participating fully outside of school is definitely a challenge. So I am grateful for the hard work and effort that they have been putting into their academic experience. I am hopeful that these students continue to progress in a positive manner. Our hybrid students are settling into a routine, and despite the new requirements and challenges they have been presented with, the year has been as smooth as possible. There are, however, some significant changes to our day. Mr. Diacetes and Mr. Estrada would like to highlight some of them. Mr. Diacetes.
Good evening. This year, I have the pleasure to be working with the 10th and 12th grade classes. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions or concerns throughout the year. When students enter the building each morning, they're greeted by staff who take their temperature. If a student's temperature is above normal, they're directed to the school nurse. Once they're in the building, students have several options. They can meet with their friends and walk the hallways. Weather permitting, they can go outside, or they may go to the cafeteria. In each case, students are required to keep their masks on and maintain social distance.
And now for Mr. Estrada.
Good evening, and thank you for attending our Back to School Night. This evening, I will tell you about our new lunch protocols. As with so many other elements of school and life, our lunch expectations have changed as well. Due to social distance guidelines, lunch tables in the cafeteria have been replaced with individual student desks, lined in rows with at least 6 feet in between each desk. Though students eat alone, they are able to sit near and socialize with their peers if they choose. We are able to fit about 100 student desks in the upper cafeteria and about 30 desks in the lower cafeteria. We've been able to take advantage of the nice weather, and students are able to eat lunch with their peers outside of the building near the gym entrance. We've provided picnic tables and folding tables with chairs. Many students also take advantage of the lawn area during lunch as well. Thank you to the powers that be, the weather cooperates with us on most days. Our physical education department has graciously extended the use of the gym during lunch as well. Students are able to eat on the bleachers marked with tape 6 feet away from each other to assure social distancing. We have also created a form for students to complete daily telling us where they sat for lunch and who they sat with. This information will be used in the event we need to contact trace for any reason. I am thankful we have not had to use this technique thus far. Finally, we ask that students wear their masks when they are not eating. This allows them time to interact with others in a less structured environment and safe for all. Though lunchtime looks and feels different, the students have done a great job of acclimating to the new norms of lunch and have been very cooperative with this process. Thank you for encouraging your students to follow our new lunchtime expectations.
So thank you to Mr. Diacetes and Mr. Estrada. Just a few reminders before we wrap up our program. All parents of hybrid students are still asked to complete the Qualtrics survey each morning so that we can continue to track this information. Your cooperation with this is appreciated. Chromebook maintenance is critical this year. If there is an issue or concern regarding your student's device, please reach out so that we can address it and ensure that it is fixed as quickly as possible. Continue to check emails each Sunday evening for a weekly update. These updates will include the schedule for the week ahead, as well as information on upcoming events and activities. The slideshow link featuring contact information for all of our teachers across the building will be accessible following this program. In addition, you will receive an email containing information on grade level specific meetings hosted by building administration. These meetings will be held in a format that will allow for discussion and a question answer portion as well, and will cover specific information to each particular grade. For example, yearbook photos for grades 9 through 11, PSAT information for our juniors, and graduation and college application information for our seniors. The typical 9th grade freshman parent night, usually held prior to our back to school night program, will be conducted in this format as well. Please feel free to contact me with any questions or concerns you may have. Thank you again for your attention this evening. Hope you have a great night.